just heartbreaking when you see these lobsters and crabs in an abandoned pot that's, it's had the buoys knocked off, it's lost on the seabed, and you just see these animals stranded there.
During the few years that I've been diving, you see so much of this stuff on the wrecks that shouldn't be there, and that as humans we've had an impact under the sea.
There were crab pots, whelk catching traps, some pieces of net, scallop dredges, all kinds of fishing gear lost in Scapa Flow.
Each bit of gear is its own unique challenge, its own individual problem.
Four years ago, in 2015, we started working here in Scapa Flow, and the project is basically to remove lost fishing gear from the wrecks of Scapa Flow. Those wrecks came from the German High Seas fleet that was scuttled in 1919 after the end of the First World War.
Having known the wrecks in Scapa Flow for quite a while, it was a real good opportunity to come up, do some diving, but diving that had a purpose other than just swimming round looking at the wrecks.
Next year in 2019 is a 100-year anniversary of that event. So firstly, we wanted to remove the lost fishing gear that was continuing to catch animals in Scapa Flow, but we also wanted to make sure that these wrecks were given the respect that they deserved after 100 years underwater.
So I work for a company called Diveproof, and Ghost Fishing UK got in touch because they needed bespoke waterproof notebooks so that they could do their recording, and it's all laid out so people can record what nets they've seen, what kind of nets they've seen, where they've seen them, and all the data actually fits in with the reporting system on the website.
One of the aims that we had this year in 2018 was to develop more divers that were capable of recovering lost fishing gear from the sea.
The week really was trying to bring on existing divers to be instructors.
I've always been interested in ocean cleanups and removing fishing gear. It's something I've done quite a lot just through my personal diving. So when I found out about ghost fishing, I looked into them a bit more, and I realised how organised they were and how professional the whole thing was. I was really interested to get involved because it was just such a good setup and such a more professional way of doing things.
Another aspect of the work that we do is not only removing lost fishing gear from the seas, but is educating people and informing people of what's below the surface of the sea. And the best way we have of doing that is to take pictures and shoot video of it so that the public can see the work that we do. We've used all kinds of cameras in the past, but we've recently discovered a camera called the Paralens, and it's an amazing device. It's built by divers for divers. Every time we run a project, one of the things that we do is to survey the site first. So we work out what fishing gear is there, then we come back to the surface with that data and work out a plan for how we're going to recover it. The Paralens cameras make that work much, much easier.
I'm a full-time instructor, so being able to pass on information is one of the things that I love about diving. So being able to try and help grow the team, especially in the southeast, is quite important to me.
I've come to Orkney as a ghost fishing trainee before, so I've learned how to lift ghost gear. I've been given coaching by the established instructors how to teach people, and working with them I hope managed to convey the information to the students.
We'd learn a bit about how Ghost Fishing UK operated, how the team operates in order to lift something, what gets lifted, what doesn't get lifted, and then what happens with that gear once it's been lifted.
I was involved in the beta course at diver level earlier this year, and I've seen how that course has started to evolve over the last few months.
So I work at an aquarium, but also I'm studying marine biology. in my career, obviously, depends a lot to do with the ocean. It's been really good. Obviously, different people catch on to things at different speeds, but that's all been taken into account with the training, so each team has gone on at their pace.
We definitely need more ghost fishing divers to be able to cover the UK. At the moment we're concentrated in isolated spots, but we want to really grow the organisation.
I was excited because I knew there were so many experienced divers, and I thought I would learn a lot from lots of people on board, which is definitely true. I've been an instructor for several years, and although I thought I was quite good at what I was doing, I came aboard this week and actually it's really made me reevaluate my own diving practices. But on top of that, I've also learned all of these new skills and these new ways of doing things, like using lift bags has been a big one, and the teamwork factor has probably been my favourite part of the week.
We've got 5 new instructors and 5 new ghost fishing divers.
The aim now really is to send those people back to their local dive places and get going removing lost fishing gear from all around the UK. Every project we've done, we've been incredibly well supported by Bob Anderson, who skippers the MV Halton. It's a fantastic dive boat. We live on that boat as well as diving from it as well. We are hugely grateful to World Animal Protection for all their support over the years, and I hope that we have an ongoing partnership with them. Another company that has been very helpful to us is Halcyon Dive Systems, and they've provided the lifting bags, which is a tool that we use to raise lost fishing gear up to the surface. Getting here is an expensive process and a long process as well, and every diver involved in the project pays for that transport themselves. Northlink ferries have been extremely generous in helping us with some of those costs this year, and we're very grateful to Northlink for that help. I think at the end of this project here in 2018, I'm very happy to say that we can't find any more lost fishing gear. Scapa Flow is clean.